Sure. What a great game. Beautiful day, beautiful venue. TCNJ has to be one of the best, if not the best team we've played all year. So many great athletes everywhere you look. That number 2 gave us fits all over the field, and their 2 targets up top, 10 and 8, were terrific. And we knew anytime in this type of game when you're up 1-0 at half, you know the second half might be a bit of a deal with the barrage that's coming your way, and it certainly was. They played a much more direct style than they had to that point. And I thought, so impressed with our kids, especially our back line and goalkeeper's ability to deal with a lot of pressure that came our way. And, first and foremost, I'd, give credit to TCNJ for, that's the way a semifinal game is supposed to be. And couldn't be prouder of our kids. We took advantage of our opportunities when we had them. Hanna scores a great goal. We had 2 or 3 other really great looks. And then I felt like we managed the game well at the end. So it was, for us, it's been a long journey, and this is obviously the next important step for us to advance to the national championship tomorrow. So I couldn't be happier.
Yep. For the most part, I felt pretty comfortable just because I knew I can count on all my teammates to support me, and I was there to support them. It was a bit of a difference, but the point is to be ready as the second keeper, and it was mostly just worried about Katie, and then after that, just getting my mindset back into, okay, we have a game to play, it's here now.
Okay, so there was really good energy at the beginning of the first half, and we were pressing hard on defense. Midori did a great job in grinding it out and gave a great cross, which made it easier for me to put it in the back of the net. So it was a great start to the first half.
Well, it is, as we sat at the banquet last night, and I looked through the litany of teams that have won the national championship. And so many of them are my good friends and colleagues, and I've been a part of some, I've watched most of the others, and to think about the opportunity that our team now has to play and get our name on that list with so many people I truly respect is just remarkable. And the other really, for me, it has so much been about our team all year, and for these women to now have the opportunity to compete for the pinnacle, to get the national championship, given how much work they've done all year, how much they've sacrificed for one another. It is, it is just amazing, and I am so excited for this opportunity tomorrow, for them to go take it, for them to have a moment, for them to get to compete to win a national championship. So I don't even know how many teams there are that start this season, but 300 and some odd teams, and for us to be in this position where we're playing as one of the 2 last teams in the country is just great. And, first and foremost, just a testament to our players.
Of course. I think it really just comes down to experience, and last year we were really excited to be in the Final Four, but it was more pure excitement to be in the Final Four instead of being really set on winning the national championship. And so coming in this year, we've been really excited and stoked on getting a national championship, and I think we just have the experience to know what it's like to play these top teams and be under this pressure in this great event.
It is so exciting right now. I know that it's been like years before us working towards this, and having the opportunity to come here my first year has been incredible. And I just have so much respect for my teammates for the work that they put in just to get here. I'm so excited.
Our game ball player of the game is Hanna. So, and it's one of these things, absolutely Hanna scored the goal, right? But it was, in my mind, you're playing defensively and in slowing them down and winning, being in the pockets to allow us to get a ball so that they weren't then throwing it right back at us, which they did quite a bit in the second half. Composure really so impacted the success of our team today in so many ways. Whew, it is a quick turnaround, not quite as quick as the next game, so we'll take, we'll be grateful that we played the first game and not the second. I just said to the kids, it's all about, regeneration, right? Anything and everything we can do to make them feel as good physically as you possibly can when you play back-to-back games. Ice baths, chocolate milk, all of the little things. Does not matter who we play. We did bring an itinerary, and it says play whoever at 2:30 tomorrow to win a national championship. So that's how we're feeling. I don't think it did. I mean, at halftime, what we talked about was the fact that we really didn't feel like we were playing our game, which is much more possession-based through the midfield, that we were a little quick to pass the ball when we could have kept it and made another pass that allowed us to maintain possession. One of our strengths has always been our play in the final third, and we just didn't play in the final third very much. So our adjustment at half was to sort of bring it back to our game. And then I think, again, the credit goes to TCNJ, who was chasing the game and, won some more, they're called second balls, right? If you don't get the first touch, can you pick up the second ball? And I felt like whichever team was doing that better in the second half was the team that sort of had the edge. And they did that better than us for quite a bit of the second half. A little bit more desperate than we were, but still picked up some really great balls. So we didn't make that many adjustments per se, and I'm not sure that, TCNJ, other than for them to say the same thing, let's get into our game, let's do what we do well, and it certainly helped them a little bit. The amount of energy that came out of that on both sides today was just remarkable. And our men's team, our two teams together, what we talk about at Chicago is that we have a soccer program, and it includes the men's and women's team versus a men's team and a men's program and a women's program. And so to be able to get to this place where we can both compete to win a national championship together is just priceless. And what a lot of people may not know is that our conference play is such that we do travel together all year long. So this is not new for us to be together, and that they're our biggest fans and we're their biggest fans typically when we're on the road. So it gave a sense of normalcy for us that this is just another game here. Oh, the men's team are here for us. So there's so many great friendships amongst the teams and a general level of support for each other that to be able to share the joy between both is just, it's just remarkable. And last night we got a team picture with both teams at the banquet, and I'm telling you, it's going to be one of my favorite pictures for life in terms of just the amount of positive energy and how much everybody cares about one another. Having them here today and us being here tonight, I think only further carry us.